Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Miranda, and today we're going to be doing a collective reading. Keep in mind, these messages are general. They may resonate, they may not. Please do not force a story to fit. Take what resonates for you and leave what doesn't for the next person. Flip and switch the roles if need be. If I say it's them and you think it's you or vice versa, then that's exactly what it is. Also, check the sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements for more messages. If this resonates, you may complete the story. If it doesn't resonate, then you may resonate elsewhere. Also, guys, I am so sorry I have been MIA. I have been busy like crazy. I've been stretched super thin. Like, I barely even have time to do this, but I've been going for so long. I just felt like I need to give you guys something. I'm not sure when the next batch of Zodiac readings are gonna come. They may be shorter, 10-15 minutes long if I do them. But yeah, let's just see what's going on. What's the collective energy? What is the collective energy? What is the collective? What's going on with the collective? What's the collective energy? Let me move that up. What's going on with the collective? What is the collective energy? That's too many. Sorry, guys. Too many. Too many. I'm not trying to be here all day. Let's see. What's the collective energy? We have time, shattered in the reverse, karmics in the reverse. We got envy in the reverse. We got masculine energy in the upright. We got feminine energy in the reverse. And we have wishful thinking in the reverse. Okay, so somebody feels like time is of the essence to kind of rectify a situation with you. The masculine, if you are masculine, whether you're a male or female, you operate in your masculine energy. The masculine here wants to rectify the situation with the feminine. They feel as though there's a feminine energy here that sees them as a karmic. There was some type of argument, some type of bad blood between the two of you, where the masculine feels like they have to kind of I don't know if it's set the record straight or kind of just like mend things, kind of like make things better, I guess. There was something happened between the two of you that left a bad taste in the feminine's mouth. Maybe even the masculine at some point, but the masculine feels like it's time to kind of rectify the situation. It's like if they wait any longer, if they procrastinate any longer, if they delay this, then there's possibly never going to be a chance for you two to reconcile. That's what I'm getting. You can be a man that operates in your feminine and vice versa. So if you're a man and you feel like you do, you're more of the nurturer, you're more of the caretaker, then you operate in your feminine energy. If you're more, if you just give more, because masculines are givers, feminines are receivers. So if you're somebody who, is more like action oriented, somebody who takes care of things, somebody who takes action, which is in alignment, you're the masculine energy. Feminines receive, masculines give. That's just all around, except for I'm not even gonna get into that. But anyway, let's see. We have reveal, we have values, we got absence, we got unexpected outcome, we have missed opportunity in the reverse, and we have secrets. The masculine here has something to say to the feminine. They want to clear the air. They may even want to maybe even tell you, that there's something here about you guys having some type of mishap or disagreement or argument or something here that happened between the two of you that they want to talk about. They may want to talk about why things happen, how they happen. It says, I feel like a part of me is missing without you. This person is feeling your absence. You may be feeling their absence as well. Whoever you sit in this, if you're a masculine or a feminine, there's a clear silence between the two of you. Very loud silence. I don't think either of you expected it to go this way. And this person wants to clear the air with you. They want to tell you, come clean with you if they weren't being transparent with you. They want to clear the air. They want to kind of make things better. They don't want you to be a missed opportunity. They don't want there to be a day where they regret not coming forward, not speaking with you. I don't really know what their intentions are other than to like clear the air yet. I don't really know what they want to do. Let's find out what happened between the two of you first before we figure out what this person wants to do. What happened between you and this person? Whether you resonate with the feminine or the masculine energy here, even if you're in a same-sex relationship, somebody is always the feminine, somebody's always the masculine. Let's see. Even if you're like, let's say you're a lesbian couple and you're both femmes, one of you guys operates in the masculine more than the other. Let's see. Same thing with gay couples. Even if you're both masculine, gay, somebody there operates in their feminine more than the other. So let's see. What happened between you and this person? Why is there a silence? Why is there a silence between you and this person? We have the Hangman in the reverse. We've got the Prince of Cups in the reverse. We have the Two of Wands. And we have the Lovers in the reverse. We have the Queen of Wands. Okay. The masculine energy here had a problem with commitment. They were emotionally unavailable at some points. Maybe even indecisive about the feminine here is what I'm getting. That something didn't get off the ground. That there maybe have been talks about some form of commitment or even thoughts of commitment, but no, it never came to fruition here. We got Pisces energy and Gemini energy. What happened that caused the silence, though? Because it's one thing for you guys to, it didn't get off the ground, but why is there silence? Why is there silence between the feminine and the masculine here? Why is there silence between the feminine and the masculine here? If it's not silence, that's too many cards. If it's not silence, there's something here about, there being unfinished business or something not being completely clear. There hasn't been a conversation, like a very clear conversation that needs to be had. There's an elephant in the room. For those of you who are in contact with your masculine or your feminine, or say you guys are in a relationship, there's some things that have been left unsaid, some things that have been left untackled that still kind of linger in you guys' energy. But I do feel like there's a silence here, but the silence could be that, things are just not being talked about that should be talked about. Let's see. What's with the silence? Why was the silence? Oh, why on the floor? It's always on the floor. Jeez, on the floor. Oh, we got the Two of Cups. Two of Cups in the upright. We have the Two of Cups in the upright. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Four of Swords in the upright. We have the Emperor. We have the Ace of Cups. Oof. We've got the Four of this. We have the Two of this. Yikes. We've got the Death card. And we have the Four. Ooh. I'm getting abandonment here. Yikes. So the masculine figure here in this situation was tied to another situation, emotionally speaking, was tied to a past lover, is what I'm getting. That's one storyline. The other storyline is that this person felt very strong emotions for you. If you're the feminine here, the masculine felt very strong emotions for you quickly, and it kind of caught them off guard. They weren't ready. It didn't make them feel safe and secure. So they kind of released this situation so that they could feel whole within themselves. I feel like when you came into this person's life, things changed for them. I feel like they didn't feel like themselves. I don't know if that's in a good way or a bad way, but they didn't feel like themselves. It was kind of like how do I say this? You came in and you rocked their world pretty much. Maybe you made them believe in love in a way that they didn't think was possible, is what I'm getting. Whoever the feminine is. Feminines that are listening to this, you introduced this person to what real love is, and it scared them. It absolutely terrified them. Before you, their perception of love was very different from when you came into their life, and they weren't ready for it. They wanted to maintain their independence. However, they weren't ready to let you go either. So what happened is ultimately they fumbled the bag. Not making a decision made the decision. This person has a lot of past with the Death card here, because if you notice, there's a woman here. There's a skeleton here with a woman inside, and then her heart is open too. I feel like maybe you gave too much to this situation. Your energy was very strong for this person, let's just say. Feminine, your energy, your love, your care was just a lot for this person to handle, because you are the first of the you're their first as far as like sincerity and being genuine. And it scared this person. One, because they felt too strongly for you too quickly. So that means that they were vulnerable for you to hurt them. And two, they didn't know what to do with it. What it's like you gave your all to this person, they didn't know what to do with it. So instead of moving forward with you, they kind of went into a whole new direction by themselves. They kind of emancipated themselves from the situation. Okay. For those of you who resonate with this person not letting go of the past, like they still had some past situation that they were tied to in an emotional sense, some past person that was still holding on. This person had a realization when you came into their life that they still were holding on. They had a realization that they couldn't give you love, that their cup wasn't full when they came into your life. Their cup wasn't full at all, and they realized that you were willing to pour into them, but they had nothing to pour into you. And again, the message is still the same of they didn't want to let this go, but they desperately wanted to hold on to their independence. So again, ultimately, they decided it best to kind of go on in their own direction and kind of leave this be. If you notice on this card, her dress is transparent. It's almost like you can't see her clothing. This person felt like you saw through them, and it made them run away. Like maybe you seen them for who they were, or you could have even gave this person confidence to be, prior to you, this person could have been wearing some type of mask, or maybe, this person didn't really know how to express themselves in a way that they felt accepted. And when you came into this person's life, you made them feel seen in a way that they can be vulnerable now, or transparent, or it kind of like you kicked them in the butt to be who you are. And I feel like they did do that, but they kind of left you hanging in the process. Okay. All right. Let's see. Aries energy here. Scorpio energy here. Give me some messages. What's going on with the collective? So we figured out what happened. Okay. We figured out what happened. How did you feel about this situation? Let me see. It's across the table. It's across the table. I don't feel like getting it. It's mad far. Let's see. How did this affect you? Because you're coming up in the reverse of feminines. I'm speaking to feminines, and then I'll speak to the masculines. Feminines. How did this affect you ultimately? Because you're coming up as if maybe you're skeptical about the situation. You're not completely confident about it. And the masculines are coming up in the upright, like they have faith, they have an idea, they have a plan. So, feminine, how did you feel about the situation when this happened? When all of this happened, how did you feel about the situation? We have the princess of discs in the reverse. We have the queen of wands. We got the king of cups in the reverse. We've got the star in the reverse. We have the nine of swords in the reverse. The princess of wands, really, in the reverse. The empress in the upright, and the five of wands. Here's the thing. I felt like from the beginning this was an unstable connection. I feel like this started off very quickly. You didn't really plant your roots here in this whatever this dynamic is. Roots were not planted here. And you know that they weren't planted. Maybe you guys moved too quickly. And the passion happened very quickly. You guys had an immediate attraction to each other. But I feel like the attraction overshadowed the emotions. It's kind of like you guys waited too late to realize, or not even waited too late. I don't think either of you expected to kind of have a connection that was this strong. I'm getting a very strong connection here. That neither of you expected a connection this strong. And at some point, it was very clear that emotionally speaking, somebody was unavailable here, which I feel like is the masculine. Because this is the king of cups in the reverse. That there was an imbalance here that you guys were not speaking of, you guys were not talking of. It's like you kind of ignored it. And over time, that kind of took away at your self-esteem a little bit. You, like, over time, the more passion that happened between the two of you, the less you felt the love, if that makes any sense. I get, like, in a sense, internally you felt like you were in competition with another feminine here for over this person, even if the other person didn't have an overt person in their life. Like, let's say they didn't have an ex that was still stuck to them. Some of you that is the case. For others of you it's not the case. If it's not the case that they had a like an overt ex or something like that, there was a feminine in their life that had a strong hold over them, and you felt like you were kind of fighting for, I don't know, maybe their ear, maybe their eyes, maybe their attention. You were kind of like energetically fighting with another feminine for this person's care, all of the things, right? It could be a number of things. Some of you it's for their attention, some of you it's for their ear, some of you it's for their care, for their emotional availability. There was a sense of you being in an energetic competition with another feminine here. And it does not have to be an ex. This could be a family member. This could be any feminine. This could be a mother. The Empress is a mother. So let's see. Aquarius energy. How did the masculines, how did you feel about this situation when it occurred? When this occurred between the two of you, how did you feel about the situation? How did the masculine feel about this situation? We've got the Three of Wands, the Temperance in the reverse, Queen of Wands, Hangman in the reverse, the Devil, the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Yikes. Okay. Masculines, I'm getting here that you also knew that there was an imbalance here in the relationship. You knew it wasn't an equal give and take. You knew that things weren't as solid, emotionally speaking. Because the Temperance in the upright, she's pouring cups, right? She's pouring one cup into the other. It came out in the reverse. I'm getting here that, like, you also knew that there wasn't an imbalance. You also knew, like, you knew in your mind you didn't know where this was going. There was no forward plan here in your mind, masculine, about where this was going to go. However, you was very, very, very attracted to the feminine. Something about them was very alluring to you. Something about them really kind of grabbed your attention, kept your attention. Something about them was very fiery. You could have been dealing with a fire sign. Doesn't have to be. And I only say that because the Queen of Wands is next to the Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy, so that's double fire. And there's also a Capricorn card here, but if you notice, there's fire on this card. So it is a chance that you could have been dealing with a fire sign. Doesn't have to be. There's also cups here, so it's water energy as well, as well as the Hangman, which is Pisces energy. So I'm getting here that, like, there was no plan forward. There was no plan. You kind of just were, like, going with the flow. You knew that it wasn't an equal give and take here, but you were so attracted to the feminine here. And the only thing is you were still holding on to toxic ways. You had toxic ways about you. There was a toxic person, toxic mental, something toxic here that you were still tied to, that you have not let go of. With the Eight of Cups here, you weren't willing to let that go, or you just didn't work on letting whatever this is go. And that ultimately made you feel, I feel like you feel slighted in this situation, though. I feel like you feel like there was an injustice done to you, which is interesting. And I want to dive into that. This situation didn't work out from what I'm reading because of you, masculine. Not to like, you know, beat you up in the head or nothing like that. I'm just trying to dive into what happened here. So maybe you have a deeper understanding on maybe how to move toward this feminine. Because I do feel like you do want to make moves toward this feminine. So let's see how we can rectify the situation. Because the feminine here is not as optimistic as you are about rectifying the situation. So, what I'm reading is you kind of caused this, but you feel wronged here. So I want to figure out why you feel wronged here, because I'm fair, guys. I'm fair. We got Sagittarius energy here, Pisces energy here, Capricorn energy, and Libra energy. What made you feel wronged in this situation? Why do you feel wronged here, masculines? Because we're gonna be fair, feminines. Don't be yelling at the screen. Oh, they ain't shit. Blah 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 blah. We don't do that over here. We fair. We fair over here. Only if it comes out that they ain't shit, I'm gonna say they ain't shit. But let's see. Because this person, is, so far, I get like they didn't have bad intentions. They kind of just, didn't think things through. Let's see. Why did the masculines feel slighted in this situation? Why do they feel injustice here? Reflection. Habits in the reverse. We got third party, mistakes, reunion, understanding in the reverse, soul tie in the reverse, gossip in the reverse. Okay, I feel like this person, the masculine, I feel like you feel slighted because you think that you deserved more grace in the situation. In your eyes, you feel like, number one, you and the feminine will always find your way back to each other. You'll always have connections with the feminine. I don't know why. Doesn't say here yet, but you'll always have connections with this feminine. Or you'll always have connections with the other person. There's something here about you always having a connection with somebody and you should have been awarded more grace. Something was out of your control. Did you make mistakes? I think you are absolutely acknowledging your mistakes, but I also feel like you weren't given enough grace. You weren't given enough understanding here, because understanding is in the reverse. It's like there were things outside of your control and you felt like you did what you needed to do and you felt like at the time what you did was right. Now, after reflecting, you do feel like maybe you could have done other things differently, but there's still things that you feel like was out of your control that is being held against you. That whatever outside situation this is, whatever that Empress energy is, whatever it is that kept you stuck, whatever it is that you were tied to, you feel like you didn't get enough grace about that situation. It was out of your control. So you shouldn't have been punished for those things. In your mind, you no longer have emotions or you don't have ties to that old thing. In your mind, you truly believe that you don't. However, you do. I am getting here that you do still have ties, or when this whole thing occurred, you still had ties to an old situation, whether that's an old way of thinking, an old person, etc., etc. You still had ties to something old. You firmly believe that is not true. And this is why you feel injustice in this situation. There's also something here about you kind of taking a chance on the feminine, right? Maybe there's something here about, you kind of taking a leap of faith on the feminine. You kind of risking something for the feminine. I'm not really sure what that is. What was the risk here? What was the risk? Lust, boundaries. Oh. Okay. All right. So feminines, masculines. The masculine here definitely gets a lot of options. The masculine here definitely gets a lot of options. Masculine here is attractive. Women want them. Feminines want them. People, jump at the chance to have a conversation, to be in the same room, just to get attention from this person. Masculines, you're very much a hot commodity. You feel like you risk getting all that attention. Maybe you enjoy it, getting the attention. It's like by you investing in the feminine here, you taking a leap of faith on the feminine, you kind of, put at risk of your options, kind of saying, oh, well, this person's interested in the feminine here, so let me go give my attention elsewhere. This person kind of risked their singlehood for you, is what I'm getting. Even if you guys weren't in a relationship, when you were in a relationship, there's something about a fear of losing their options. Not necessarily that they want their options, because let me make that very clear. I'm not getting that the masculine, I'm not getting that you actually wanted these options, but you would like the options to have the options. How can I say? Like when you go to buy some food, right? You may want a particular food. You may want a particular restaurant. But if you happen to change your mind, you would like the option of going elsewhere. That's pretty much what I'm getting. It's you kind of wanted to keep your options open. There we go. I was trying to get to it. There we go. You wanted to keep your options open. And by entertaining this feminine, you knew there was a chance that you were going to close your options, which, hello, masculine. That's why you lost the feminine to begin with. Hello, you didn't keep your options open and playing around. Let me not, because this is not a bash. This is to try to rectify the situation, try to see how you guys can come together and, you know, maybe meet each other halfway, possibly, if that's what the feminine wants. I don't know. But here we are. Here's the thing, feminines, though. The masculines have done a lot of thinking. The masculines have done a lot of work. They are taking some accountability, but they do feel like you guys will always, if it's not you, there's another situation. Let me clarify. Upright feminine, reverse something else. I asked. Oh, and this is interesting. So I wanted to know what this will always come back to each other. What is that reference? Does that reference you and the feminine always coming back to each other? Does it reference you and this other situation coming back to each other? And it's yes for both. That you feel like you and this feminine are always going to be tied together, and you feel like you and this old whatever it is also tied together. What's interesting is what comes out for the feminine when the upright for the feminine is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is a rejection card. And if you notice he's like putting a flower over the rose. The rose is like the offer, and he's putting a flower over the rose. If you notice, and it's crazy because I'm talking to you masculines, and it's the masculine on this card. If you notice, there's a feminine eye, right? Keeping an eye on you. Whoo! That kind of gave me the chills. And then when we're speaking about the past situation, it's the eight of discs in the reverse, meaning that this is not being worked on. This is not being, you're not giving attention to this. However, you still feel tied to it. If I combine these two cards together, it's kind of like it is a person in your life that kind of lingers over you. That even in this situation with the feminine here, they're watching you in the background, watching your moves, watching what you're doing. I feel like this is where you feel like your injustice comes in. You feel like there's something you can't do about somebody in your life. And that even though you don't want to work on it, it's not like you can just let them go. This could be a family member. This could be somebody you started a family with, like a baby mom or you know, a baby father. If you're feminine, that doesn't matter. It could be a baby mother, baby father. I just said feminine and masculine doesn't necessarily mean man or woman. But there is someone in your life that has some type of hold on you, some type of power over you that you definitely feel like you don't have control over, and it's not like you can just cut them off. It's crazy. So you feel injustice there. You feel like the feminine should have more understanding of this. You feel like the feminine should have more empathy for you for this situation and not really be so dismissive of this fact when it comes to your life. Let's see. Very complex feelings, masculine. Very complex feelings. I mean, it's complex, but it's really not. Let's see. So we got how the feminines, how you feel about the situation. Masculines, we got how you feel about the situations. What are your intentions with the feminine? Let's go here. What are your intentions with the feminine here? What do you want with the feminine? What do you want with this feminine energy? What are your intentions here with the feminine energy? We have smell the roses in the reverse. Intimacy in the upright. Narcissist in the reverse. We got puzzled in the reverse. We got burn bridges in the upright. We've got soulmate. Wow. Whoa, that's a tall order, masculine. All right, so feminines, what the masculine wants with you, masculine, what you want with the feminines is you kind of want to go full force toward the feminine. You want to be closer to them. You want to have some type of unity with them. Some of you even want to hunch the feminine. You want to get close to the feminine again. Be united. It's like you let your guard. You're letting your guard down for the feminine. You want to change. You want the feminine to see you in a different light, which is very interesting because The feminine feels like you abandoned them and you didn't prioritize them. But here I see that you're very serious about them, that you think highly of them. Other than the fact that they didn't consider you or you feel like they're being too harsh towards you, you really do think highly of them. And I feel like you're sure about them. And not only are you sure about them, I feel like you're entertaining the idea of dismantling this other situation for them. I don't see you doing it, but I see you entertaining burning a bridge with the other person for the feminine. Now, if you're a masculine, you don't resonate with that because you're firm on, you can't cut ties with this person, you can't burn that bridge. What this says to me is that this situation, you want to get ahead of it before a bridge is burned. You want to get ahead of the situation before you can't come back from it. You want to kind of reel the feminine back in before she's gone forever. Because you feel like this person is your soulmate or your twin flame. You feel like you were meant to be with this person. This person came into your life for a reason. And soulmates aren't always romantic partners. It could be. But you feel like this person was meant to be in your life and you just can't run the risk of losing them forever. Okay. So that's the intention of the masculine. Okay. This is interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's see. Feminines. What do you want from the masculine? What do you want from the masculine? What is it that you're looking for the masculine? What are you looking for? Because they want to get closer to you. But what are you looking for exactly? What are you looking for? What are you looking for? Let's see. We have unworthy in the reverse. This is in the reverse. Missed opportunity in the reverse. Reflection in the reverse. We have chaser in the upright. Responsibilities in the reverse. Mend in the reverse. Reciprocity in the reverse. And neglected in the reverse. This is... I'm getting an unsure energy from you. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm getting like you're in and out of what you want here. Part of you feels like you don't want anything from this person. They've already showed you their hand. But then right after that is missed opportunity in the reverse. It's like you feel like you could have done more too here. Like deep down inside, you feel like there was something else you should have done to prevent you guys from getting here, where like you've made mistakes. But then on the flip side, it's like you go back and forth with it. It's like you're like, oh, forget the masculine. The masculine fucked up. But, I could have done a little bit different. But you know what? Nah, I did everything. Like, you go back and forth. What's clear here is that you're not going to chase the masculine. So masculine, if you're thinking that the feminine is going to come around and hunt you down and reach out to you, I don't see that here. I don't see the feminine making any moves. I'm getting the feminine's very stubborn. Very once they made up their mind, that's pretty much it. The only thing is this person didn't the feminine hasn't made up their mind how they feel about you in totality, but they did make up their mind about not reaching out to you. So if you guys are not speaking, then they're not going to reach out to you. If you guys are speaking and you just aren't speaking about a particular situation, they're not going to bring it up. They're going to wait for you to bring it up. They feel like you use your feminines feel like you use your responsibility as an excuse to not show up for them. It's like whenever, I'm just telling you how the feminine feels. I'm not saying this is the truth. This is how the feminine feels. The feminine feels as though you use your responsibilities as a way to wiggle out of tending to them, as a way to get out of, providing them what they want from you. They feel like you know what they want. And you use your responsibilities, whether this is children, whether this is your job, whether this is whatever responsibilities you have, you don't make them a priority. And you use your responsibilities as an excuse to not do that. We got reciprocity in the reverse. Like, because they feel this way, they don't... They feel like they've already given you Like, let's say if you're exchanging cups. They've given you 10 cups, you've given them 2. So in their mind, they're not giving you any more cups until you meet their 10. So you have 8 more cups to give them before they give you anything else. This is what I'm getting from the feminine internally. I'm not saying that they're going to, act this way towards you, but this is how they're feeling and what they want. This is what they ultimately want from you. They want you to meet their 10 cups. It's like you gave them 2, but they gave you 10, and they want you to give them 10 before they give you anything else. And we got neglected in the reverse. They feel like they poured into you and it wasn't reciprocated. That's just what it is. What they want from you is they either want you to step up or step off. And that's why they're undecided, because it's like, should they entertain the idea that you're willing to do that or not? They don't know. They don't know if you're willing to give them 10 cups, the 10 cups that they gave you. They don't know. And the thought of it being a no, if it's a no, then they're not willing to entertain this. If you're willing to give them the 10 cups, and they're willing to give this another try. All right, let's see. What's the advice for the masculine? How should the masculine approach the feminine here? Because I feel like it's very tricky, this feminine energy. Feminine energy is very, very tricky, very undecided, very kind of like, you know what I mean? It leaves a lot of room for you to be able to make the wrong decision here, and them not be, them kind of like blowing that wrong decision up. It's like kind of like they're going to overthink every action, every word. I'm just giving you a fair warning to not come to the feminine half-assed. All right? So what approach should the masculine take toward the feminine? You have to present the idea that you've changed and that you've made a big change. You have to present the idea that you have severed whatever ties was holding you back from being giving, whatever kept you from fully giving to the feminine. You have to show them, you have to present to them that that's not a thing anymore. Obviously, showing them is going to take some time, but you have to at least acknowledge that there was something that you were tied to, something that caused you to not give to this situation, something that you weren't being transparent about and honest about. And I feel like that you weren't transparent and honest because that came out initially that you wanted to have a conversation to be transparent with them and be honest and be open. That is actually the right approach here, to be, you may know each other more than you think you do. We have the Death card in the reverse, the Sun in the reverse, to the Two of Pentacles sideways. We got 2 Scorpio cards here, Capricorn and Leo.
How do you drink that thing in one go?
I don't know if you guys heard my daughter, but she said, how did you drink that thing in one go? I feel like the feminine wants to know, like, how could you have just let this go so easily? How could you have fumbled this so fucking easily? While at the same time wanting to hold on to the connection. How did you fumble this like that? How did you manage to fumble this? I feel like the feminine thinks highly of you as well. What do the feminine think about the masculine? I mean, like, outside of how, the situation went, what is their perception of the masculine? They think you're a very strong individual. They think you're very confident. They see you as somebody who's a giver. Ooh, that's why this stings so much for them. Because they see that you're capable of giving. They see you as a giver. They see you as somebody who's very generous. The feminine sees you as somebody who has a kind heart. The strength card is somebody who, she tames the beast. They see you as somebody who has a lot of self-control as well. So it kind of stings a little bit that you kind of fumbled this from their perspective. Okay. From their perspective. But they also see you as somebody who's pessimistic. Maybe you think about the negative before you think the positive, or maybe you kind of like, you present issues for every solution. There are people like that. This is how the feminine sees you. They may give you a solution and you're like, nah, I can't do that because such and such and such. Or if this is not that, they feel like you could work on your communication. Maybe your communication is a little bit harsh. Maybe you're a little bit emotionally void. Maybe you hurt this person's feelings a lot and you're not aware of that. Let's see. How does the feminine feel about the masculine outside of the whole situation? What is they? They see you as a very hard worker, very goal oriented, somebody who has a vision, works hard for their vision. They don't see you as being somebody who's lazy. They see you as somebody who gets what they want or works towards what they want. How does the feminine see the masculine? Knight of Cups. Oh, they see you as somebody who's worthy of love, somebody they have a lot of love for. They have a lot of emotions for you. I think that you already know this, though. Ooh. They think you struggle to turn people down. They're aware of your complex of wanting to have your options open. Yikes. They see you as somebody who, you want to be free. You want to be free. Okay. All right. Well, one more. How does the feminine feel about the masculine? The world. They think they can have the world with you. They see you as somebody who's very abundant. They see you as somebody who they could be happy with, somebody that they can build with. You may even be popular. You may be popular, well-liked, well sought out. Well, that came up, that a lot of people want you. That could be because of your popularity. That could be because of your energy. That could be because of a number of things or a combination of things. But ultimately, the feminine, they could see you in union together. Give me one more. I know I'll keep going. How does the feminine feel about the masculine? What did I say? They see a life with you. They can see it. They can visualize it. They can see you guys together. Not only can they see you guys together, they see you guys as being some type of power couple. The feminine doesn't want to take from you, masculine. Or at least that was their intention before. They didn't want to take from you. They don't want to take from you. I'm sorry, I got corrected. They don't want to take from you. They want to add to it. They want to build together. They come with their supplies, you come with your supplies. Ooh, at the bottom of the deck, the 8 of Swords in reverse. They want to rectify the situation. They don't want to be in their head about the situation. They don't want there to be any weird energy between the two of you. There's a lot of love that this person is the feminine has for you, and they're hiding that. Ooh, because originally their energy was very abrasive. Very I don't know about that. Very kind of stay away. But internally though, this person sees you in a very high light. They hold you on a pedestal just like you hold them on a pedestal. So I see energetically why you guys connected so quickly. It's I don't know, maybe you're intuitive, they're intuitive, and you guys maybe you jumped the gun. Then maybe they jumped the gun with being able to see themselves with you, and you guys skipped all the steps of stability to get there. All right, let's see. How does the masculine feel about the feminine? Let's see if it's the same. Because what I'm getting is how high they view you is the reason why they're so disappointed. They were so disappointed in this situation. Capricorn, Scorpio twice, Leo again. And yeah. You can have those placements. Your person can have those placements. Take it where it resonates. How does the masculine feel about the feminine? How does the masculine feel about the feminine? Devil in the reverse, the Queen of Wands in the reverse, the King of Wands in the reverse. Okay. How does the masculine feel about the feminine? The Hermit sideways. The Page of Cups. The Six of Wands with the Magician in the reverse. Holy shit, why though? Why? Feminines, the masculines were more scared than you were. To be quite honest, did I say that in the beginning? We got the 3 of Cups sideways to the... You scared the shit out of this person, feminine. Masculines, you feel like you feel like this person is a match for someone else that they let go of. Maybe they had like a soul tie to somebody. The feminine had a soul tie with somebody you feel like actually matches them, but they just couldn't work it out. You feel like you feel like their energy matches another masculine's energy. And they let that go. Like, you feel like, I don't know, how do I say this? Like, maybe they had a twin flame and their twin flame fumbled the bag, so spirit broke the feminine up and their ex up. And that made you feel uneasy. It made the masculines feel uneasy and made them feel like, were you capable of giving them love? Were you capable of moving forward with them? Did you even want this for real? How invested in them were you? Ooh, feminines, because you weren't overt with how you felt about this person, I feel like you also were not transparent with them, but just for different reasons. Yikes, you put a lot of fear in this masculine's energy of, I'm getting the masculine operates on certainty. They need certainty, okay? They need proof. They want to see it. Give them, like, so for example, right? If before they go try a food, they want a sample of it. I need to know that this is hitting before I spend my money on it. Like, it's given that. Where they were unsure if you guys would be able to work together. Like, they saw it, but they weren't sure because they needed to see it. And there's something about this masculine that was in your life prior to them. What is it? You let this person go. They see it as a breakup. They see you and this person not being in union together, that there was some sort of breakup here, that you removed yourself from the situation. This person thinks that that it was a soul tie, that this person possibly was a karmic, but they also see this masculine as your match because it's coming up as the King and Queen of Wands. That is a couple. That is a match. Yikes. The masculine here is coming up in Hermit energy, but Hermit energy sideways. Let's see. We have the Ace of Pentacles. This person's willing to try. Masculine's willing to try. They were willing to take a chance on you. Why I'm sorry. Help me figure out the question, Spirit. Why? Give me a sec. Why did this breakup with the feminine's ex cause so much uncertainty for the masculine? Did you showed signs that maybe you still have remnants of, like, you still had ties to this person. You guys feel the same way about each other. You feel like there was somebody else holding this person, you know what I mean, holding this person's attention, whether this is an ex. All right, feminine, feminine, you feel like this person didn't give to you because they didn't close out a chapter with somebody else, or they didn't deal with the thing before you. Masculines feel the same way about you when it comes to your ex. That yes, maybe you broke up with your ex. Maybe you did cut ties with them. Maybe you don't want your ex. However, there's still a dynamic there that ties you to them. Could be children. This could be a baby mother, baby father. There's something there that made this person feel vulnerable. Like, they can't completely open up to you, and you can't completely close off to somebody else. You guys feel the same way about each other. That's very interesting. The reason why in the beginning it came out that the masculine fumbled this is because it's ultimately the masculine's actions that caused the ending between the two of you. But based on the personality type, what I'm getting here, which is in alignment with masculine and feminine energy, I'm getting the feminine was willing to invest and did invest, where the masculine was like, I'm not going to invest if it's not going to be long, if I'm not going to get a return on my investment, I'm not going to invest. We're talking about logic versus emotion here. The feminine here move more in the emotion, and the masculine here move more in the logic. It has to make sense. It has to make sense. If I'm going to give this to you, I need to know that I'm going to get it in return. The feminine here was just like, I'm giving to you, I'm giving to you, I'm giving to you. But that's not the giving. That wasn't the certainty that the masculine needed as proof that this is going to work. All right, hold on. All right. This is going to be a little bit long because now I have more questions. I got more questions, and I'm pretty sure all the signs are going to come out because I'm going to keep on going. But we got Capricorn energy. We got Virgo energy. Yeah, let's see. All right, so we got what happened. We got how you both feel. We got both what you both want, what your reservations are, right? What? Here's the thing. The masculine is sure that you guys, masculines, you guys are very sure that the feminine in this situation is your soulmate. Feminines, you're unsure about the masculine. I don't think that you knew prior to this that this is how the masculine felt. The masculine is looking for a certain type of proof that this is going to be solid. What type of proof is the masculine looking for in order to let go of this whole keeping my options open? They want to be sure that you're worth investing in for them to let go of their other options. So what is that? Because the thing is here, feminines, you thought by pouring love into this person, which it scared the fuck out of them. It did. It's not like they don't believe that you don't love them. That's very clear, very evident. However, this person is not somebody who operates in their emotions. They're actually afraid of that. They need something else they needed something else. They may still need something else to give, to convince them that you're worth letting, their options go, or putting a close in that old chapter that kept you guys from moving forward. What is the thing that the masculine needs for proof, or needs for comfort, needs for, to be sure about the feminine and actually committing to this situation, whatever that is? Because there's different levels of commitment here. Mask, hiding, concealing, deception, healing, hopeful, tension, recharge, longing. Oh. This person wants to see. This is so weird, masculine. Hey, you got the fucking nerve. Masculine, you got the nerve. Because, and I'm going to say that, because the masculine here wants to see the feminine fully healed. The masculine feels, feminine, that you're hiding pain when it comes to this ex situation. They feel like you are healing, but you're not fully healed. They want to see you fully healed, so they know that there's nothing that could come between the two of you. All right, masculines, don't get mad at me. This is what I'm getting. I feel like the masculine has a little bit of control issues. I'm not saying they're going to try to control the feminine, but I feel like the masculine feels safer when they can control the variables in their life. What they can't control is how you feel about another person and how another person feels about you. They cannot control that. And because that's a variable they cannot control, it's scary. It's like, is it worth the risk? The masculine wants to know, feminine, if you gonna stick by them through ups and downs. Cause like y'all hit a little road bump and you were so willing to kick them to the curb. Like, they saw it as a little road bump. They didn't see it as big as you saw it. They felt like, again, they felt wronged in this situation. They felt like you should have had more empathy for them in their diet situation, whatever they got going on. And you were so ready to just end it. Like, it's almost like this person, the masculine here, didn't feel like you fought for them. They felt like you just kind of, well, it's over now, I guess. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that's how you felt, feminines. I'm not saying that that's what it was, but that's how the masculine felt you handled the situation. It's kind of like, well. Anyway, what's for lunch? I'm sorry. Masculine, I'm sorry if you felt that way. I'm not laughing at your pain. I'm laughing at the fact that, like, I don't truly think that that's really what the case was. This masculine needs for you to show them that like they matter to you. You know, that is, if they were to leave your life, it would affect you. They want to feel like they matter to you too. They don't know that you feel highly about them. They don't know that. But there's something here about you not being. Here's the thing. This is very, very interesting. Feminines, I feel like in this dynamic with this masculines, let me know in the comments down below if I'm hitting it for y'all, because usually I get the feminine perspective. I'm getting more of the masculines here. Feminines, I feel like maybe you're very giving when it comes to love. You know how to pour love into someone. But you're not really open about things that are tough for you. You're not open about those things that make you go, ugh. You're not open about those things that maybe hurt you. I feel like you're passive about hard emotional things when it comes to you. And I feel like it gives love bombing energy just a little bit. Just a little bit to this person's giving love bombing energy. The masculine does know that you care and that your love for them was genuine. It's not like they're questioning it genuine, but it's giving like, I don't like how you can just, tell me you love me, you can pour into me, but when it comes to us talking about, or us, you talking about the tough things, you kind of bundle up. You want to hide. You don't want to talk about the hard things. You're not open to me. You're open to pouring into me, but you're not really open. Do you trust me? Can I trust you if you don't trust me? I'm not saying that. Now, let me say this. I'm not saying that the masculine wants you to pour out all your traumas and have a whole conversation. That this is what happened in my life. I'm not saying that that's what the masculine wants. I don't feel like that's what the masculine wants. But they notice when you pull back and what you pull back about. And it makes them wary about, why is it so easy for you to pour in, but it's not so easy for you to let me in? Not in that way. There's things that you hide. I don't know about that. I can't be sure about things that you're hiding about. This is crazy. Again, they also want you to show more effort, show that you care, show that if they, if they leave your life, is it going to bother you? Because if it doesn't bother you, then how much do you really care about them? That's a little bit toxic. That's a little bit toxic. I get the idea of it, but it's a little bit toxic. So feminines, with the masculine. Oh my God, I just keep getting more and more and more information, guys. We are going on an hour. Let me wrap this up. What's your potential outcome in this situation? Feminines, masculines, what is your potential outcome here as the relationship stands right now as you're watching this? Not any new variables, any old variables. As you stand right here, right now, with no new decisions made on either one of you part, at this point, right now, what is the potential of the future between the two of you? It's so weird because I'm used to pulling on the feminine, or I'm used to pulling on the energy of the person that was wronged. I'm used to like how when this reading is going, it was giving me that the ending of this relationship was ultimately it came down to the decision of the masculine. Whatever the decision the masculine made ended this, or put a wall between the two of you. Usually when I do my readings, I usually get the perspective of the other person. But this is weird because I'm getting the opposite. So, I got both perspectives, but I'm more so feeling the energy of the masculine here. I'm gonna be clear, I'll be quite honest. Like, let's see. What is the potential outcome here in the situation between this masculine and feminine energy? Wow. Wow. The Four of Wands in the reverse. The Ace of Wands. You have the Six of Cups to the Empress. to the Ten of Swords sideways, to the King of Discs, to the Ace of Cups. What? I'm going to elaborate. I'm sorry, because what? What's the Four Wands? Elaborate on the Four Wands. What's the Four Wands? What is the Four Wands? The High Priestess in the reverse. We got the King of Wands in reverse. Got the Tower in reverse. Okay. All right. So we got the Ace of Wands. I know what that is. Okay. All right. What was the Six of Cups? Oh. Okay. All right. As the energy stands right now, where the two of you are right now, the potential outcome of this is repeating a cycle. And this is, okay, this is, what I mean by that is, I don't feel like you guys are going to jump into a commitment with each other. I do feel like the energy, the passion, the attraction is going to be very strong. It's like you guys are going to do this again, where there's no stability here. You don't create a stable situation. But the passion is, whoo, you care, you are attracted, y'all are attracted to each other like something crazy. Your sex may be great. It's something there like that draws you two in like a magnet. But the thing is, the past is going to be lingering. This past, the Empress. Who is the fucking Empress here? Because this bitch just got in the way the first time, get in the way again. Who's the Empress? Because this bitch is just... This whoever this is, this could be a mom, could be, the masculine's mother, could be a baby mother. This the Empress is a mother energy. To a disc. Who was that? Why is the energy coming up here? The Fool. Why is the energy coming up here? Why? But why though? Why? The Prince of Swords? Why? But you're not giving me the why, though. I want to know why. The Ten of Wands. Ooh, masculines. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this feminine. I feel like with this Empress, right? Masculines, there's a Empress person in your life, a mother figure. You feel like this mother figure has a lot of control. So whatever the situation was that you felt like the feminine here in this situation didn't give you grace about, is still very much so present. Very present. You feel like this person has a lot of hold on you. I don't feel like you like it. Because again, you like to be in control of your environments. It's giving this person, you feel weak to this person. You feel like this person has a hold on you. You feel like this person has power over you. And it's like you walk on eggshells with this other person to keep your life from falling apart. What's unfortunate here is your passion for the feminine here is very strong. And I feel like the more you interact with the feminine in this reading, the more you guys stay around each other, the deeper and deeper you guys fall in love with each other. That's what's different about this situation this time around. Nothing changes, but you guys fall deeper in love with each other. Or if it was the feminine that loved you and you didn't love the feminine, you guys are going to be poureth of the cups. Oh, okay. How does this turn out with this Empress energy still, still in the picture? The Magician sideways to the Death, to the Seven of... Okay. All right. Okay. All right. This is not going to be for everybody. The masculine's Empress, the other feminine energy here in this, is trying to do black magic on the masculine. They're constantly, consistently throwing at the masculine. It doesn't have to be black magic, but it could be evil eye energy. The masculine's concerns about their life falling apart if they don't kiss this person's ass is valid. This person is a terror. The person is a fucking terror. It's really giving, if I can't have you, nobody's gonna fucking have you. But the thing here is your connection, you two's connection, the feminine and masculine, you two's connection is so strong. And the love is only gonna be so strong. It's like, is it worth it, feminine, though? Because this bitch is crazy. This bitch is crazy. Scorpio energy. Taurus energy. Bitch is crazy. She's fucking crazy. That's not funny, but like, okay. Okay, so now we've given, like, you know, the potential outcome is that, like, listen, you know, the chapter, the issue about the masculine's person is still there. What about masculines? What about your fears of the feminine? How is that? How is that? Like, what's the potential outcome there with your fears with that? With them not, you know, them potentially not having, you know, still having ties to their person. What's the outcome with that? We've got the Lovers in the reverse, to the Prince of Discs, to the Five of Cups, to the Devil in the reverse. So, let me get one more. The Sun. Whew. Knew to get one more. Thank you, because you wasn't about to like what I was about to say, but it ends with the Sun. Okay. Masculines, as the energy is of right now, your fear of their ties, or a tie that they let go of with another person. There was another ex of theirs that you guys were concerned about. That love is dead, gone, it's done, it's over, it's done. They don't have any emotions. They are very much so in the mode of rebuilding themselves and moving forward, okay? They don't want anything to do with this person. However, the scars are so new with the feminine. Do not take this feminine's energy as they still want their ex. It is a real thing to be over a person, but not be over the pain the person puts you through. So what I mean by that is you got to be patient with the feminine in their healing process. You want them to be healed right away. I'm getting that you met the feminine at the brink of the breakup. Like there may have been no breathing time, but no healing time for the feminine between this breakup and you coming into their life. You can't expect them to heal from the pain. Do they want this person? Absolutely not. They're done. They are done with this. But you can't expect them to heal from it immediately. And you know that if you wait any longer, you could lose them. So you have to give them some grace of healing. Now I want to see, because here's the thing. They're ready for happiness. They don't want any more toxicity. They're aware that they let go of that connection for a reason. And if you give this person grace and space, and you greet this person, you greet the feminine with the type of patience, you guys could be fucking happy as shit together. This is the happiest card in the deck. You guys could be fucking happy. But I want to know, how is this fucking, we got Capricorn energy and Gemini energy, Leo energy. How the fuck, how y'all want to handle, so I feel like it's kind of unfair. I'm being biased here because I'm a feminine. I feel like it's kind of unfair that, you know, masculines don't got to worry about, you know, the feminine's past person, but the masculine's past person is still lingering around like fucking herpes. Like, okay, let's see. I know I'm over here and y'all reading again, minding y'all business. I'm in y'all business. I'm what's the word? Projecting on the y'all, because maybe y'all okay with that. Let's see. What's is this gonna be an issue? Is this gonna what's gonna happen with this fucking this other Empress person, this Taurus energy, and God, what's gonna happen with that? The 8 of this. What's going to happen with that? The 8 of this. The King of this. The Ace of this. The 5 of Cups. The Death card. And the reverse, the Sun card. The Lovers. Why is the King of this in the reverse here? Why is the King of this in the reverse here? Yes, right. Upright, yes. Reverse, no. I don't like this. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like this. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, because I need to tell it, because how I get it is not always cohesive to say out loud. Okay. Feminines, you have to be very patient and understanding with your masculine. You have to be very patient. And I mean patient. Because this Empress is such a fucking terror to your masculine that they may have to make a deal with the devil. They are going to have to experience some major loss before they can rebuild with you or build something solid with you. In the beginning, it's going to look like your person is entertaining them. The love is strong and blah, 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 blah. Your person, your masculine is being very strategic on how to move away from the situation so that they can give you commitment here. They see marriage with you. You're going to be confused at first because it's like they're playing a double agent and you don't know whose side they're on. I don't like that. I do, as a feminine, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And not even that. Within this reading, the masculine didn't like being in that position. And they're putting you in that position that you need full faith in this person because they're going to be a double agent. Their loyalty is to you. Their goal is to build with you. But they got to play both sides. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. What's the advice for the feminine here? Because there is I did see potential for you guys to be very happy. And that the passion is strong. You're only going to fall deeper in love with each other. What? I don't like it though. Why do we gotta go through the mud? Like, not we, but I'm talking for y'all. You know I always be talking for y'all. Why does love have to be so complicated? Like, why can't it just be like, kumbaya? Kumbaya. The fuck? This is crazy. What is the advice for the masculines here? The masculines, the feminines here in this. I'll get the masculine too, I guess. What's the advice for the feminines in this situation? Because the masculine, you got, I don't know, 2 of this in the reverse. The 9 of this. The Magician in the reverse. Okay. What is the advice? Oh. Okay. All right, one more. Okay. The 9 of Wands. All right, feminines. Your advice is to not worry your pretty little face about this. Don't worry your pretty little face about it. This ain't your issue. This ain't your shit. You don't got to worry about it. You just continue to work on yourself. You continue to be your best self. You continue to thrive. You know, whatever it is that you do for work, keep your head down, keep focused. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to make any efforts toward the situation because that's not your fight to battle, boo. All you need to do is let the masculine do what the masculine does so that you can have this happiness. But there is a caution for you not to be stupid, though. There is a caution for you to not be oblivious to red flags if they come up. Let's see. What are those? What do they mean to be cautious about? Just have a good head on your shoulders and make sure that you stay in introspection. You stay in a state of wisdom. The Hermit card is wise. The Hermit is very wise. Make sure that you're not so deep into the situation where you don't see the bigger picture. This is not to scare you, but this is just to remind you that, like, not right now, not right this second. It's not to scare you. It's just to say you don't have to worry your pretty little face about this. Just keep a good head on your shoulders. Okay. Aries energy, Virgo energy, Taurus energy. What's the advice for the masculines on how to deal with this? I feel like I need to do a different reading. Should I do masculines, or if you're a feminine that resonates with the masculine, should I do a different one to talk about that situation and how you should handle that situation? I don't know. I feel like I need to do a to be continued because this is interesting. I'm not gonna do it today though, but let's see. What is the advice for the masculines here? Oh. Masculines, your advice here is that you can no longer use this as an excuse to not show up. You have to put your foot down to that Empress energy. You have to make a decision. You have to move forward in one direction or the other. Because if you do not, you will lose. You will lose in both situations. You will lose in both situations. If you do not put your foot down, Spirit is telling you the decision is yours. They're not intervening in this. This is your test. This is your test. This is your test. This is for you to figure out, you to tackle, you to figure out what's best for you. This is the test for you. And if you don't make a decision here, you don't make a decision, boo. If you don't make a decision about this third party situation, because it is, I'm not saying that, this is an ex of yours. This could be a family member. It could be anybody. But if you don't make a decision here, the decision will be made for you and you will lose. You will lose. You will lose. All across the board, you will lose. All you got to do is make a decision. You have to make a decision. You have to stand 10 toes down on it too. What? The Star. Make sure you're making a decision that's best for you. A decision that's in your highest alignment. A decision that has a promising future for you. Make sure you're grounded. Make sure that you are in a creative energy and you're not operating out of survival. You're operating out of faith, creativity. Okay? Some of y'all need to touch the grass. Woo, this reading was long as fuck. But if you made it this far, please let me know in the comments down below that you made it this far. If you did make it this far, drop a yellow heart in the comments for me. Please, I would love to see that. For those of you do you guys want a part 2? Because I'll do another collective. Obviously, everybody didn't resonate with this collective. I will absolutely do a whole different collective outside of this. But do you guys want to know how to, what that situation looks like with the masculine and the masculine's Empress? What that situation is. Y'all want me to go into a part 2 about that? Let me know in the comments down below if that's the case. If not, I will see you guys next time.